Welcome to our daily Forex market analysis, and this is for trading on January the 29th, 2021. Just a quick disclaimer here before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. Trading is a risky business, so please be careful with your money. As usual, we'll start off by taking a look at our calendar here. So before we get into that, just an overall view of the market. You must have heard by now all the drama around GameStop. So retail traders taking on the big hedge funds and causing the short squeeze. So basically, they had to close out lots of positions in the negative, and everything seems to be basically upside down right now. So a lot of traders organized around Reddit and all of that. So at this point, there's been more development in regards to Robinhood stopping trading on GameStop, and also BlackBerry was another one that was involved in all of this. So overall, I think there's a lawsuit against Robinhood now for stopping people from trading GameStop, essentially. So there's been a lot of back and forth between different agencies and different platforms blocking trades and so forth. So that's still playing out. Market is a little bit jittery from that, and volatility has been high as a result of all of this stuff going on. So just keep that in mind. We are likely to see more drama coming out of it. This is not quite done yet, so just watch out for that. Other than that, coming up here on Friday, we do have preliminary GDP numbers out of Germany, economic barometer here from Switzerland, but nothing major here. Consumer sentiment numbers, Chicago PMI, so these will be important. So if we see positive data here out of the US, that will be positive for the stock market. So we'll keep an eye on this here as well. All right, so let's move on to our charts here, starting off with euro dollar. So with euro here, it looks neutral right now. As we can see, price moved in both directions, but didn't really do much. So at this point, I'm looking at 1.2140, this support resistance level. So as long as price holds below, I'd be looking for move lower. So overall, it has been making lower highs. So if it holds here, then I would be looking for this move lower. So bias here is neutral for now. And as long as it holds below 1.2140, next target here is 1.2050 and then 1.20. So bias here is neutral to bearish for euro dollar. Pound dollar here, this one is also looking bearish. This one is looking neutral here. Price is again into this resistance. Last time we saw price bullish candle close into the resistance, it turned around. Same thing here, and now this is the third time price is testing this resistance. So if it fails to go through, we are basically looking for a drop. First target in that case is 1.3620. Second would be 1.3530. So right now this is neutral, and if it holds, it's going to turn bearish then. Aussie dollar here, this one, as we can see, price did drop a fair bit yesterday or today, and then it has pulled back. Now at this point, it's holding below 0.7680. Now, as long as it holds below this level, I'm looking for a further drop here. In terms of the target, first target would be 0.7590 and then 0.7550 back into this level here. So neutral to bearish bias here for Aussie dollar. Pound dollar, this one here as well, we did see a nice drop, but then price pulled off of that support level. And at this point, same thing here, it's into the support resistance level. If it holds below today's low, then looking for a further drop. First target is 0.7090 and then 0.700. Dollar CAD here, this one is looking bullish here. Price did test our target that we were looking for. Now, again, it's back into that resistance level. So bias is bullish. Watch out for resistance here, though. We need to see price go through it for it to continue. Next target is a 1.2930, so bullish bias for dollar CAD. Silver, silver did drop a bit, but big move higher here, looking quite bullish right now. So in this case, bias is bullish, and basically I'm looking for retest here as long as it holds, looking for a further move to the upside here. So bias here is bullish. Next target, the first target would be the high of today, which is 26.90. And then we are looking at 27.20, so bullish bias for silver. Gold here, gold is still stuck in this range here, hasn't really done much, so looking for a sideways move here and something like this. So basically looking for price to stay between 1874 and then 1831, so neutral bias for gold here. Oil not doing so well. This is why Canadian dollar was dropping. We have a nice bearish pin bar, so looking for a retest towards 51.35. And then if it breaks, we could see a further drop here. So bearish bias here for oil. And in terms of target, 51.35 and then 50.80 is the next one. Copper here, copper did drop nicely, came right into our first target, then bounced off of that. Now we have a pullback. So overall, the bias still remains bearish. So now price is pulled back here. And if it holds below 3.55, looking for a further drop here. So bias here is bearish for copper. Bitcoin here, Bitcoin back and forth here. It's right into this resistance. So I would watch out because we could see a drop back down here. This is still stuck in a range. It's been sideways in this range over the last several days now. So if we take this away, as we can see, price has been stuck here. It's been going back and forth. And now that it's into the top of this little range, we are likely to see a move back into the bottom of the range. So overall, though, it's still neutral. So neutral to slightly bearish bias here for Bitcoin. S&P 500, a wild right here, as can be expected, because of the all the drama that we are seeing between retail traders and hedge funds. So quite an interesting thing. We haven't really seen retail traders really have the upper hand ever, really. So this is quite interesting. So with this one here, right now, I would expect more volatility. I think there would be there'd be more jitters in the market. So we could see a further drop here. In this case, looking for a retest of 3,700, and then if it drops through, a further move lower. But the question would be, can it go through the support? And this is where it's been stuck for the last 2 days. And if it fails again, we are basically back into that range again. But right now, neutral to bearish bias for S&P 500. NASDAQ as well, as we can see, price went and retested and it has held below. So I'm looking for 13,200. If it holds below, we're looking for a further drop here. First target is 12,880. Second target, 12,720. So neutral to bearish bias for NASDAQ as well. Same thing for Dow Jones here. As we can see, prices moved in both directions. It retested our support level, now turning into resistance. So I am looking for a further drop as long as it holds here, looking for a retest here or a move lower. First, the retest of today's low and then into 29,850. So neutral to bearish bias here for Dow Jones as well. DAX here, same as all the other ones. This one has also been going back and forth, and this is the move I would look for here as well. So neutral to bearish bias in terms of our targets. First target here would be 13,500 and then 13,290. FTSE here, neutral bias here. It did drop nicely right into the support level, but then it has bounced back. And in this case, again, I'm looking for a retest of 65.50. If it holds, a further drop. So bias here is neutral to bearish as well. And last but not least, Nikkei is looking a little soft as well. This one, it did go and test. These ones have been, they tested nicely. So did a nice back test here. This is looking bearish. We could see a further drop. It's already into the next support level here. So let's take a look. Here we are, right into 27,630, and we could see a further drop here towards 27,320. Now, this is an important support resistance level, so keep an eye on this because we could see a retrace from here, because if it fails, we're basically back into that range once again. So right now, where it is at the moment, 27,630, that's an important level to watch. And if it doesn't go through, we are basically moving back up again, and we're likely to see a move back towards 28,600. So right now, neutral to bearish, and we will see how it reacts to the support. Right now, it's struggling with it. If it continues to struggle, looking for a reversal. All right, so that's it for today. You guys have a wonderful trading day and a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back again on Sunday with a weekly analysis. Bye for now.